Hello, it's the 25th of March 2010, and I'm on spring break, so that's why you got the new little background here. This is my hometown of Enfield. This is the park by my house. I went to elementary school at there, HB Stowe School. It was alright. And yeah, so far spring break's been just really, really, really boring. Been on about a week. I go back in 2 days on Saturday, and I haven't seen anyone from high school or any friends from around here. If there is anyone here, they haven't gotten in touch with me, which don't really mind because I don't really want to see most of them. Besides that, not much else has been happening, really. I mean, without Sunny, it's kind of weird. You know, the house is like really, really quiet and smells weird. The first thing I said when I got into the house was it smells like straw because it doesn't smell like furry oil anymore. And the rug's clean. And my mom doesn't have to sweep 2 times a day, even though she's still finding hair everywhere. And once in a while, even in Philadelphia, I find like little black hairs that obviously aren't mine because I don't have, black hair. If you can't tell. Um, yeah, I've been going out most of the time, just driving around, joyriding, coming to the park, reading. It's kind of sad. What'd you do over break? I read 3 books. Yeah, not a great break. Let's see. But in town news, Enfield recently was part of the biggest drug theft in the country. The other day, I guess a week before I came back, there's a building with no name, no windows, in a place called the Industrial Park down near the center of town. And one night, as far as I can tell, an 18-wheeler shows up. The guys drill a hole in the ceiling of in the roof of the building, drop down, and they steal $75 million worth of drugs. The first thing that came out afterwards was that there were also narcotics involved, like codeine. So that made it a big deal. If it wasn't already a big deal, with $75 million. Secondly, it was figured out that there were at least 70 pallets stolen, which, because I used to work at a place called Job Lot, which is a retail store, pallets are not easy to move, especially when pulling them through the roof. So this is obviously an inside job, and took at least 3, 4, maybe 5 hours to do most of the night. No cops ever saw this happening, which is really, really weird, but typical of Enfield. And it just, the whole thing is just really, really funny because it's like everything people have been saying to each other. The cops in this town suck. It's like this finally hit it home to a lot of people that, yeah, they suck, and the chief sucks. Because it's like for 4 to 5 hours at night, no one caught these guys loading drugs onto an 18-wheeler, which also, if they stole 70 pallets, where 70 pallets doesn't fit on a single 18-wheeler. There were at least 3, 4, maybe 5 18-wheelers rung around that stupid building. You think somebody would have noticed it. But, yeah, that's home sweet home. Let's see, anything else? See, this is what happens when you're on break. Your brain just freezes. Oh yeah, grades. I got the last of my grades in. Art history, C. I kind of was expecting a C, to be honest. I mean, I guess I did well on my final after I studied my ass off the night before, and I passed. So that means I don't have to take the class again. Which now I'm just on to art history 3. It's like a bad sequel. And philosophy, C minus. That sucks because, at least I don't have to take it again, but it's like I gotta tell my parents, yeah, I came like this close to failing a class, But at least that's the final elective that I have to take against my will. Now it's just focusing on my English minor. In terms of film, writing a short film, B, as I said before. Directing, B plus, which, I don't know, I was kind of expecting an A minus, but B plus, who could complain? So I guess she must have liked my scene, which, it's on here, down below. And lighting, B plus, which is really good because I really wasn't expecting a good grade in that class. I guess my final really, really won him over. And I know, I guess he's not as strict a grader as he makes himself out to be, because usually he's very, very, very harsh on what he says on everybody's project. So, there you go. Yeah. Guess that's about it. I'm just looking forward to going back to Philadelphia. At least being in a city where, if you go out, there's something to do instead of going to a park, a little elementary school park. And, just I'd rather deal with the drama there and, tell it to fuck off instead of, dealing with the drama here, which is just done, to preoccupy people. So, I'll be updating again soon, possibly. So, adios.